Hey, it's been a long time. I have been just cleaning my bathroom and I came across well, it's embarrassing to say, a stack full of different types of deodorants I've been testing out for the last year, I guess. Maybe a little bit more. Some of them I've had or had been using long before, and then over the last year, I've been giving a couple of months to each type of deodorant, trying to see and find something that wouldn't break me out. Back in, let me see, probably 2017, after I had my third kid, I noticed that my underarms started to like break out in rashes a little bit, or like razor burn. And I didn't think anything of it until about a year and a half ago. It just had started causing me pain. So I decided it's time to search for something else, especially after I started finding out a lot more about, you know, aluminum in products and the antiperspirants. And after being diagnosed with skin cancer, even though mine was a different, it's not really related to the lymph nodes necessarily. It's just one of those things that I'm doing a lot more research. So, like I said, everything here I've tried. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want to let you know what I have found to be helpful. Let me flip this around. Like I said, I have my testing / that's my cleanup pile that I need to do, but this is actually what we're talking about. So Degree was what I had been using most of my adult life. Loved it, but it's an antiperspirant, so I started to, and this is what actually caused me to start breaking out. So I decided, let's start on this search. And this was before I really knew anything about antiperspirants. And then an influencer was using this Outlast by Secret. I can't even get a weekend without being completely broken out. This one was painful. So, and this is like full. Then I switched to Native. Oh no, actually, there's one that was in between. So in between the Secret and the Native, there was Dove. And I did use that one all the way up. I used it for a couple of months, and while it wasn't bad, I don't know, I wanted to go and still find something a little bit cleaner. So that's when I decided to switch to the Native. So I was using Native, but I wasn't getting completely cleared up either. And I still had some breaking out. And then when I talked to a friend, they told me to look at the ingredients. And one of the things that's on there is the sodium bicarbonate. And that will actually irritate your skin, especially if you already are having issues with other deodorants. So I decided to go ahead and switch again. That same friend actually, well, it's my husband's friend. He knows him from a group they were in together. And he introduced him to Lavalin. You can't really read that yet. Hold on. So Lavalin is actually a deodorant cream. It's said to be able to last for like 7 days without having to reapply it. As you can see, I've used it. I've actually passed it on to my husband because he can actually handle it. I can't anymore. I don't know where my little spoon is. But anyway, because you have a little spoon, so you're not actually contaminating or anything. I don't know. How many people actually share their deodorant with their spouses? Anyway, the Lavalin, it did work. It didn't work with me. My chemistry, it wouldn't work for long term. I could go sometimes up to 24 hours without having to reapply, but getting past to 48 hours, it started getting less and less time that I could go between applications. And since I was already spending money on this, I decided to go ahead and try something else that I had passed because of the expense of it before. And that was this. This is by Primally Pure. And I had been introduced to it by another Instagram influencer. She's a nurse. She does a lot more natural methods. Her name is, sorry, blanking a minute, Shannon Tripp. She just had a baby. But anyway, she introduced it. I talked to her about it a little bit back in, I think, August. But then I decided it's too expensive to try. And that was before I even tried the native. So anyway, I switched, decided, you know what, I've already spent, what, I think native is like 12 bucks. And then the Lavalin was about $15. And so like $17. Well, the bigger size of this, this is a smaller one and it's 1.7 ounces. It is $16-17, and then the bigger size is like $20. So now in perspective, it's not as bad. Especially after you know, I've already wasted a lot of money, honestly, by it just sitting here. I don't know what to do. I mean, like, I feel the thrifty person in me doesn't want to throw it away and wants to be able to use all this stuff. But in reality, I know I'm not going to, and it would probably hurt me if I did. So while I'm cleaning my bathroom, I'm going to throw away. But I thought this would be optimal time to make a video and share my findings with you, because while these others might work for you, maybe they don't, and you're trying to find something that does. So I would highly suggest trying this, and I'll put a link in. I think I have the same thing as what you'll get, where you can get like $10 off if you refer someone, or the people I refer, or you would refer, can get $10 off of, I think, a minimum purchase of $50. Hey, they would love to, sponsor something now that I already have it. I'd be all ears to help get you guys a discount too, but at this time I don't. And I honestly will not tell you guys to buy something if I don't truly believe in it. I will give you my full and honest opinion. I know a lot of people might say it, but I am one of those, I can't go against what's against my beliefs in that. So in this, it's all very easy to read. There's coconut oil, arrowroot powder, tallow, baking soda, beeswax, zinc oxide, kaolin clay, activated charcoal, essential oils of eucalyptus and peppermint, which makes it really smell good, rosemary extract, and non-GMO vitamin E. So, I mean, that was all that's in here. And I think I've actually convinced my husband, once he finishes up the Lavalin, I think he's going to try this. He likes the Lavalin and it works for him. He's going to probably switch to the stick form of it, which is not supposed to last as long. But for me, I'm going to try some other smells, I guess you could say. Each one is supposed to do different things, like a cleaning or a soothing. This one, the charcoal, is supposed to be an anti-inflammatory, which, for my family, it worked. It's something I wanted to make sure I tried, especially if I was already inflamed and then things under my arms. So that's kind of it, but I want to make sure I'm doing the research too and making sure I'm following through. So if you have any questions or you want to know what I've been doing, hit that like button, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm also sharing some of this stuff. So I'll talk to you guys soon.